everybody. Well, it is Tuesday, Weight Watcher weigh-in. To this week, well, first of all, let me just share, I lost a half a pound, which, yay, it's a half a pound less. And I kind of expected I was sort of going to be either at a maintain level or just down a little, because I've had 3 weeks in a row where I had consistent loss. So I'm very happy about it. I'm down a total 32 pounds. But better than that, I actually have gone from a size 16 pants to a 12. And I just bought a new pair of jeans in the Nordstrom sale, and you know, they're regular jeans with zip up. I'll have to look, but they're really nice jeans. And I just, at first I ordered the 14, and when I got them home, or when they came and I tried them on, I'm like, oh my gosh, these already feel you know, quite a bit baggy in the legs, and there was, you know, some extra room around the waistband, and I thought, oh, I don't know. You know, even going down another 10 pounds is going to make a big difference. So I went ahead and ordered a 12, got those in, and those fit perfectly. And so I'm like, okay, that's really what I need to get me through this last half of my weight loss. And so I returned the other ones, and this is like the second pair of pants I've purchased that are in the 12. So that's all good news. So coming down on clothing size. And I'm not posting any food videos because I did put a video up yesterday with some of the meals that I prepared last week. So if you did not see that and you'd like to, I will link it below. But what I wanted to talk a little bit about today are triggers. Triggers that might, you know, just kind of flip the switch on to an old habit, or what you would consider that's just bad eating behavior. And this week I kind of had a rough week. It was, you know, one of those where your emotions are being attacked, and you know, the stresses are a little bit high. And most of you know I am a caregiver for my mom. She does live in our home, and it's just excuse me, it's getting harder and harder. It's just really, really difficult. And I did have some help with home health care for quite a few months, and then they released themselves because they said, well, you know, she's doing better, we got her back on track, she had her blood transfusion, everything's great. And she you know, the minute they left, of course, the next week she was all into complaining again. And you know, she gets a little paranoid because now they're not coming back out on regular visits, and she really likes that because, you know, she can talk to them about all of her aches and pains. And you know, it's just difficult. And there are days that she doesn't cooperate, you know, doesn't want to take her medication the way she should, does things her own way, and then she ends up getting sick. And then, of course, you know, the bottom line is it becomes my issue, my problem. So it was just a stressful week. I am learning that, you know, when you're a caregiver to an elderly person, then you also have to take care of yourself. And I am just learning that when she pushes the buttons and the triggers go off, I need to do what I have to do for myself. So anyways, what I wanted to talk about today are triggers that might lead to old eating habits, bad behaviors. And the reason I just am going to talk about it today is because I had a kind of a pretty stressful week, where it just kind of draws into your emotionals. It draws into your emotional side. And so whether you're the type A eater who eats when they're sad, or type B eater who eats when they're happy, or type C eater who eats when they're extremely stressed out, or type D, all of the above eater, hello, that's me. I can eat when I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm, stressed out, not stressed out, because I love food and I love eating and I just love the socialization of it. But I caught myself this week because I was stressed out, and I am learning to take better care of myself, because when you're a caregiver, if you don't take care of yourself, you get run down the drain, and then you just have nothing left to give anyone. And I was kind of feeling that way this week, so I got myself out, did some shopping, and excuse me. Sorry guys. Little interruption there. But as I was saying, what was I saying? So I kind of sorry, I got interrupted in my train of thought, but I was talking about triggers and bad habits that can trigger you into just stress eating, or not having a plan for your meal that day, and it triggers just certain things that might cause you to react to food in an unplanned way. And I kind of had a week like that this week. It was stressful. When you're taking care of an elderly person, it's not easy. It's getting harder and harder and more difficult. And what happens is it drains you. So I'm learning that I have to, just do things for myself to de-stress, because then it makes me better capable of caring for someone else. And so I found myself in several of those stressful situations this week, and so I did things that I like to enjoy. I made myself some tea, I did some extra reading, I went out and did a little window shopping at stores just to walk around, and just cleaned out a spare bedroom closet, and whatever I could do to make myself de-stress. But I can share with you one of the situations that I found myself mindlessly eating, not thinking, and just feeding the emotion, which I am just really thankful that I am recognizing it. And before you knew it, I had a jar of peanut butter in this hand and an Oreo chocolate cookie in the other hand, and I'm opening the peanut butter, grabbing a spoon, because by golly, I was stressed enough, I'm just gonna dig in and have a pity party. And I'm chomping on the cookie and eating off of the spoon the peanut butter, and just stress eating. When I went to reach for a second cookie, because by golly, that first one was super good, and the peanut butter, by this time I'm licking the spoon, and okay, don't stick that spoon back into the jar, because I'm always getting on everybody else for doing that. And I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I am not enjoying the essence of a delicious dark chocolate Oreo cookie, or even the great smell with peanut butter that I love. I love when the jar of peanut butter opens, just as much as I love eating it. So I made that conscious choice at that point. Okay, put the cookies away, put the lid on the peanut butter, put everything back, get out of the kitchen. And before I could do, more damage. Now, luckily, I had enough points that day that I could count the cookie and count the scoop of peanut butter. But I would much rather have that cookie, which I can, and that peanut butter, which I can, when I can enjoy the food. And not because I'm just trying to stress eat because I'm in an aggravating situation. So something else that was suggested at a meeting today was this: go brush your teeth. After you're done eating, go brush your teeth, because usually when you have nice clean teeth and everything feels great and fresh, you're just not going to go back in and pick. And so another great tip. But recognizing the triggers that can lead you down the path of, the old school or the old way is so much more important, I think, than being all whacked up with, oh my gosh, I didn't lose 3 pounds this week. So that's one of the things I promised myself, is that I would not let the scale dictate to me how I was going to feel about my progress. And I am really happy that I have been able to associate what I'm doing when I'm eating and, recognizing, okay, am I bored? Do I just, am I hungry? Do I really need something to eat? And if you are hungry and you need something to eat, then an apple will satisfy you. And if you turn that away and say, nah, then you're just wanting to pick. So get yourself away from the food source. Give yourself 10 minutes, set the timer, and see how you're feeling. And then if you still feel like, gosh, I am hungry, then think about what are the best choices for you to make. Because no matter where you're at in your day, there's always a choice to be made. And ask yourself, is this the best decision I can make in this situation? So that's what I wanted to share with you this week, because I had some real setting off emotions this week, and I tried to combat them as best as I could. And sometimes you just have to separate yourself, close the door, and just do your own R&R. But whatever it is, make sure you're staying away from the food if you're the type of eater that will just binge because of emotions. So anyways, stay tuned for the add-on to this, and I'll really, am I going to say stay tuned for the add-on to this? No, I'm not, because I just remembered I redid this little clip so that I could put it all in one. So I did lose a ½ pound, like I think I stated at the beginning of this video, and I'm very excited about that progress. And this week coming up, I think I have a couple of recipes. I'm going to be making some marinated chicken in a ginger soy type sauce, and what else did I say I wanted to try? Oh, some fried rice, some just basic vegetable fried rice, and I might even add chicken to it. I'm not sure yet, but I will definitely video it, and then hopefully I'll get it up and share next week. So until my next video, be kind, be humble, age gracefully, take care of yourself. And if you are also on a weight loss journey, then just give yourself a pat on the back just for each meal that you made it through good choice eating. Bye.